Hello everyone, this is Black Lilith. Welcome to another tutorial. This time, I will show you how I do my weapon logic in UdonSharp. Let's get into this. What is UdonSharp? UdonSharp is different than Udon how you connect between nodes together to make a logic. Instead, UdonSharp allow you to actually coding in C#. It's a powerful tool, developed by Merlin. You can get it from the link I will put in description. After you download the SDK 3 plus Udon from VRChat website and UdonSharp from Merlin GitHub link, import all of the package. This tutorial require you to already have certain knowledge, experience in coding a game before. Let's get to this right away. Build a simple scene. This is a gun I will use for this tutorial. You can have your own gun. Be sure to organize your own stuff. Let's take a look what I do on this gun. I have the parent, which hold the animator, to control most of the things in the child. You can either have the main animator in the first parent, like I do. Or, you can have it as a child, that is up to you. In the child, I have everything already set up, from the sound effect to the particle effect. I also already have some animations set up ready for the gun. Include, shoot, reload, try sound. Now, let's talk about base logic. Remember, there are thousands of ways to do the logic. In my own way, I showed today. I borrow the animator stage to switch animation and tell what the gun should do. For example here. From idle stage, which is nothing, we'll switch to fire stage, which to fire animation. When the animator variable, hold, shoot, bullet in conditions are met. After that, it will wait for the reload trigger to trigger to next animation stage, which will do reload animation. Finish the cycle, and the gun will be able to shoot again. The most important part is how you want your gun to work. Basically, I suggest write it out on the paper first, each step. How does it going to work? It will help you during the setup, and look back easy, in case when something went wrong. You know where to track. Remember, always, write down how your logic work. Now, let's get back to tutorial. In deeper logic of this gun, I want this to work like this. I can only shoot one bullet at a time. Player have to manually trigger the reload. I want them to press the VRChat menu button to trigger the animation. The gun can only be shot when someone hold it. The front trigger or the left mouse has been pushed down to trigger shoot. The bullet in the gun must be larger than 0. Otherwise, it will not shoot able. From the reload, player have to press the VRChat menu button. That will set trigger in the animator to check the reload. It go to the first stage. It need to open the gun, enable the box calendar that allow player to put another bullet in. Once the bullet is in, set the bullet in is true. Player have to trigger again from pressing VRChat menu button to close the gun. And there the last closing will add the bullet back to 1. So player can shoot it able. Now, how do I put the script? In this tutorial for this gun, I put one Udon behavior at the main animator, which allow the animator to access the script inside. Remember that the animator control most of the thing. Next script, Udon behavior, I will put it in the pickup child, which only do the main pickup. Enable the camera, tell the parent animator that, hey, I'm holding the gun now. At the same time allow player to press the either the R on their keyboard or the VRChat menu button to reload. Last script, I put it in the small box, here. It's only for detection collision with other object. I say, if other object layer is a sniper bullet, I tell the parent animator bullet is in. After that, disable the colander itself. That will allow player to trigger next stage of finish reload. Let's start it with scripting. First, at the parent, add Udon behavior in the add component. I already have it here, so I don't have to do it. Next, click on Udon graph here, choose the Udon C# asset. Hit new program, create new script, put it somewhere that easy for you to remember. Open the script up, and here we go. Starting to code it. I use Visual Studio 2017 Enterprise version. It will be different from other version like Community or the .peak that most people will use. First, let me make some public variables. I have the animator, the float for raycast hit solution, some audio clip, the audio sources. These are only for trigger the audio to play one. A particle system, the camera of the raycast. Finally, the box collider will point to where the bullet will allow to be in. C# is all about object-oriented. It's really easy to control what it do. Now, save, go back to main scene, compile, plug things in. It's easier for you to see why I create these public variable for. Once you compile, you should see all of these variable. Ready to plug in what object it should have. Now let's go back inside the script. Create a first logic of shoot. It is to be public, otherwise, VRChat can't access to the function you just create. For the shoot, if that happen, let's say, set the shoot to false, bullet in the gun to false because you just fire the gun. The ammo is now 0. Play the particle, play the sound shoot. Remember, I borrow animator stage to trigger switch between stage. So basically, the script just need to directly access to that variable in the animator. I use string to hash over here, means it will use check for the name of the animator. It's easier than using ID because you may don't remember the ID of your animator is. Next, I will use raycast solution to detect what did the sniper hit. If it hit, play audio over where it hit. I use raycast because currently, neither list nor particle collision event are supported yet by the Udon. But it will in the future. Believe me, you need list and particle collision event to do many other advanced stuff. I make a raycast variable call sniper, hit something. Say, from the position of the sniper cam, which is here. 2. Forward, which is the z direction to infinity. If it hits something, store all of that to the raycast variable I just create. The range is the public range I just make. 500F basically, if anything beyond this 500F, raycast will do nothing. Once again, edit hit, get it location, transform information. Player the audio impact over there, at that point. Go back to the scene. In the animation, you see here. The trigger is being pulled, after that the gun goes back this moment, where the trigger pull, I will have it access this script by create an event. Say, send custom event, name. You type the name of function you just create and that means, shoot sniper in here. Now I will make other function. First I'll make all the function just to call play sound effect. It's for each part of animation, it know what should it play. This will take some time, so I will go ahead and skip forward. Here are all of the function just to play the audio source. It just to play the bolt sound of the gun. Other than that, I need to set a function to set the ammo back to 1. And a function to enable the collider. Use the variable of the box collider we create to get component in itself, box collider. Set it to true. So this way, this little box here will turn on when this function is being called. Next, I will make a pickup script. Set some public variable to get access to. This is where I will only handle pickup, use trigger. I set the update later first. I need to make access function to pick up, drop. Basically, it's an override. So, I do this. On pickup, set the parent animator parameter variable name hold to true. At the same time in local, set ESONER to true. This ESONER for local trigger stuff, I will use it during the every single update function. Other than that, I set the GAMI object sniper scope to true. The name should tell you what it means. Just turn on the scope camera when someone pick this up. Do the opposite when drop. Now for the update every single frame. I want to check if the owner is true. Detective player press any key like the R on their keyboard. If yes, just send message to reload trigger. This will send direct message to the parent animator to trigger the trigger variable name reload. By the Unity document, set trigger with get key down, only do one frame. If player let it go, it will automatic loss. So, I don't need to set get key up for it. Next, I do the same thing but for VR controller. I want the VRChat menu button. For most of device, it name Oculus cross-platform button too. It like this. To know the name of the button on VR controller. There are people who actually research on it now. The document is not complete yet. If you want to know other name string type, I will let you access to the link in the description. Now that is all for the pickup. We now move to the box calendar itself. I create some public variable, access audio to play sound, the parent animator. Of course, this object itself. On the enter trigger. For VRChat, we use onTriggerStay to determine if anything is inside this gammy object. You will need to have if other object is null, return. If you don't have that null, return. You get error and the map will be bug. It's just the way VRChat need to do. The other thing is to check for layer. If other object layer, let's say sniper ammo like in the very begin I said so. It will tell animator set bulletin is now true. Disable the box collider itself. Play the sound. First, let me create a layer named sniper ammo. This is the object I will use for put bulletin. I need to create audio object for this. That is it for all of the script. Now, I go back inside the scene, compile all of them. Drag the object in. Now, each animation stage needs access to the function in the script. On the parent, I will make the reload access the script by create event and send custom event type, as well as other animation. That is all of it. Time for testing in-game. Oh shoot, I forgot to set grip point for it. Wait, I did. There we go. That is it. Now I will package this. You can download it and take a look at yourself. Although the package version might a bit different, but you should be able to get it. Alright, thank you for watching. I'm sorry for any of my explain is not well enough.